On Sunday evening, news of the reported abduction of Edward Ssebuufu, commonly known as Eddie Mutwe, the personal bodyguard of NUP party president Robert Kyagulanyi, started circulating on social media. Mutwe is said to have been picked up by unidentified individuals in both civilian clothes and military fatigue from Chiwango Trading Center in Mukono municipality. However, last evening, the Chief of Defense Forces, General Makerere Kavule, through his official X account, revealed that Eddie Mutwe was in the UPDF's custody. Following the revelation, the NUP leader Kyagulanyi called a solidarity gathering today at the party headquarters in Kavule in an effort to mount pressure on those behind his detention to have him released. However, security quickly deployed at the party headquarters ahead of the meeting that was scheduled to start at 2 p.m. Police officers, UPDF and personnel in SFC uniform blocked the entrance of the NUP offices, with no one allowed access into the premises. Other personnel were stationed at the fuel station next to the NUP offices and buildings neighboring the place, while others were on standby on the police pickup trucks. With the headquarters sealed off, some of the party members who had honored the invitation and showed up were left with no option but to gather in smaller groups opposite the party headquarters. Soon after this, security officers ordered that everyone leaves the area, including journalists from different media houses who had been deployed to cover the activity. Pushed about 200 meters away from the NUP offices, some still gathered in small groups holding small discussions over why their offices, for the second time this week, had been besieged by security.
Brutality. So we have to come out, fight and end this, because if we keep waiting for who should come and fight for us, in the end we might reach at a time when no one is there to fight for you. Soon,
some SFC personnel moved closer to where they were gathered, ordering that all leave the area. This prompted many to scamper for dear life. In response, the NUP Secretary General Lewis Rubongoya condemned the siege of their offices and posts by the Chief of Defense Forces.
And then someone, his captor, comes out to boast on social media and all that kind of thing. So we condemn that in the strongest terms possible. The impunity is growing and it is running out of hand. So we need to stop it before it is too late.
Rubongoya, however, says they have applied for a habeas corpus order to have Eddie Mutwe released.
We are discussing how to respond to this in other ways, but for now, like we said, we already applied for a habeas corpus order in the courts of law to ask the High Court to order the regime, and now in particular Museveni's son, to release Eddie Mutwe.
Commenting on the development, Makerere University lecturer Mwebesa Ndebesa said the army chief's messages on the social media app X are likely to push the country into racial division.
In my opinion, the Twitter was not sensitive, because that passing comment can be interpreted in many ways, and it can lead us into identity politics, which the president has been talking against. If he made that statement in the fit of emotions and did not become sensitive about it, he can find ways and means of retracting it.
And just this evening, the Uganda Human Rights Commission chairperson, Mariam Wangadia, has written to the CDF demanding the immediate release of Edward Ssebuufu, commonly known as Eddie Mutwe. I'm Benjamin Jumbe, NTV.